clergy abuse. They had many cases among those who alleged that they had been sexually abused by Catholic clergy. So they had a great track record representing those victims. That's one reason they were chosen. Many were very uneasy with that, saying, you don't bring in a legal firm, that's intimidating, or do we have to get lawyers to meet with them? But the intent was they'll do a really good job and they'll have no church bias. There'll be no bias.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Welcome to my channel. Please support your local food bank drug and alcohol center. ¿Qué tal is how you doing in Spanish, all right? Now, this is an update, IHOP controversy. Thank you for the people that are liking my videos. You click the like button, more people see it. Live 2 hours ago. In fact, this just came out 2 hours ago, so YouTube hasn't even rendered the closed captioning. But let's listen to Dr. Michael Brown. He's giving us an update.
Side saying, I want to hear your perspective. I want you to tell me what you feel is being handled rightly, wrongly, etc. But because it's been massively time-consuming, because I'm about to go on vacation, yes, vacation, a few amazing days with the family, and then some overseas travel in the midst of a very intense schedule, I cannot devote the time that needs to be devoted. And because of that, I've stepped back from an official capacity. So I am not officially involved. Now, I'm available anytime. Leaders can reach out to me. Any on either side can reach out at any time. And if it's a matter of gathering everyone together and I can be part of that and be a blessing in it, if schedule permits, I'm in. I'm there. But I'm not an official advisor. And what I can say is this. Everything remains tremendously muddled right now and tremendously unclear. On the one hand, the leadership team, before they reached out to me in Kansas City, before they reached out to me, reached out to another third party with a lot of experience in settling disputes and trying to separate truth from error or fact from fiction. And he immediately recommended that they bring in a top legal firm because of the nature of some of the allegations and to investigate. And this legal firm had specialized, one of the leading legal firms in America, specialized in helping victims of sexual abuse, especially clergy abuse. They had many cases among those who alleged that they had been sexually abused by Catholic clergy. So they had a great track record representing those victims. That's one reason they were chosen. Many were very uneasy with that, saying, you don't bring in a legal firm, that's intimidating, or do we have to get lawyers to meet with them? But the intent was they'll do a really good job and they'll have no church bias. There'll be no bias in any way in terms of we stand with this group or that group, or we have this spiritual perception or that spiritual perception. So that's where they were brought in. I had recommended, so once I got involved, I recommended an outside Christian organization. There's a famous one called Grace, but there'd be a conflict of interest because the founder of Grace is still a board member and came on as the attorney for one of the alleged victims in the case here. So there'd be a conflict of interest with Grace. So there's another one called Guidepost that was highly recommended. So I recommended Guidepost. So the Kansas City leadership said, hey, we're not averse to that. We may still do that. But let's see what we can find out through our investigation first. So many were not happy with that. Many said it shouldn't go through a law firm. So the leadership said, okay, tell you what, if that law firm is intimidating, we'll get a local attorney, a woman who herself is Christian and fights against human trafficking. This will be less intimidating. This way people will be more willing to speak with her. And then they issued a report and say that we can't find substance to most of the allegations. And some of the alleged accusers have said, no, I'm not bringing any accusation. I'm being misrepresented here. So that happened on the one hand. And then feeling, hey, let's just put out, be forthright, tell everybody where we're at. And we're willing to bring in a group like Guideposts, they were saying. But first, we're trying to find out which allegations are real or not. Others have now responded, very, very upset with that, saying, no, you that's why you bring in the outside organization. That's why you bring in the Christian group like Guideposts. And they'll determine which allegations are real or not through a lawyer. That's the wrong way to do it. So the controversy continues. And of course, as it would be, I've been accused of trying to defend Mike Bickle. I've been accused of accusing Mike Bickle. I'm doing neither. I'm saying I'm a longtime friend of Mike's. I've thought very highly of Mike through the years. I've spoken of him as an example to my non-charismatic friends, even to critics, as an example of a man that I understood lived a godly, devoted life. And if Mike's guilty of these things, it's shattering and painful. He's still my friend, but it's shattering, painful, grievous to hear that. But God knows. The last thing I would ever countenance in a situation like this is trying to incriminate or intimidate those who are coming forth as victims. I don't know their stories, and it's not my place to investigate.
Thank you for watching. If you can watch the whole video, Dr. Michael Brown, I'll leave a link in the description. This just came out 2 hours ago. I want to leave this video on my website. This is my website. I've set up a way for you to sign up for the petition. Talk to Mr. T or Mr. Bowles. This is a young man. We'll listen to him.
We are your brothers. We are your sisters. We are your family. And this is not the rage of Satan coming against you. This is the bride of Christ. Stop with the lawyering. Stop. Like, if you're having to do all this stuff, this is the most corrupt thing I've ever seen. You go, well, you're just a kid. Well, I'm 40, and I've been through
He looks pretty good for 40. I'm in my 40s. I thought he was a lot younger than that.
Ministries like Teen Mania Ministries that is currently shut down. I was there for 7 years. I was at IHOP for 5 years or 4.5 years. I ran my own ministry for a little while. Now I work in business. This is the most corrupt thing I've ever seen. The clearest problematic situation. If this is not a cover-up, then you guys just lack massive wisdom. But I don't see that in Dave and Stuart and Lenny. Like, you guys are not like that. So what's going on? What's going on? This is my passionate plea. Somebody within there, wake up, say something, because it's going to come down. And I'm not just talking about the prayer room and this, that, and the other. God's got his intercessors all over the wall for Jerusalem.
He does a passionate plea. I've actually transcribed some of it, and he's saying, step down. And Joel Richardson, I posted their video. I have all of my videos. I have accepted Dwayne Roberts, Brian Kim, and Wes Martin's testimonies. There's something going on at IHOP with this man, Mike Bickle. And you can go to my website. I'm going to update my stuff here first. This guy's saying that it's possibly donations. And he's pushing a different narrative that these are just disgruntled. All right, they're out maybe possibly for donations. They're not going to waste the money for a third-party investigation. Essentially, he's saying, even on this video that he posted, many of the people are saying Mike Bickle is 100% exonerated. And of course, we have many leaders saying that anyone who stands up to the IHOP leadership or Mike Bickle has an evil spirit of accusation, possibly demon-possessed, Absalom, the accuser, Satan, and everything is in the Lord's hand. Put your confidence in the Lord. Ultimately, God is a righteous judge. Now, he does use men and women, bold men and women, to stand up and protect his sheep. But ultimately, our hope is in the Lord. God not only judges the thoughts, the intentions, the motives of man's heart. He sees everything. And I'm done with this video. Leave me a comment, like the video. May the Lord bless you, keep you strong in the faith, and always remember, Brother John loves you. Bye.